The new Mercedes C-Classe 2022. The C-Classe is Mercedes-Benz's longest-running sedan. It still remains a critical part of its automobile portfolio. However, the company has extensively tweaked its tech arsenal in the last 5 years, and the C-Classe 2022, which debuted in February 2021, is clear proof of that. The all-new compact luxury sedan borrows heavily from the S-Class tech smarts and offers standard mild hybrid power. It is a four-door luxury stalwart anchoring Mercedes-Benz's lineup of rear-drive sedans. The 2022 C-Classe is revamped with a stunning new cabin and high-end safely tech, but this model won't come in 6 and 8-cylinder options. Initially, it will be available in one engine model, but we expect more models to be launched in due course, including the W206 C-Classe, which will be a plug-in hybrid model that'll go on sale in Europe in the summer of 2021. In Europe and other parts of the world, the C-Classe will launch with a wide range of engines, including a 1.5-liter petrol motor and several 4-cylinder diesel models. All the engine configurations will be electrified. The company has employed 48-volt electrical architecture, and to harvest and deploy electric boost, the C-Classe comes with a belt-integrated starter generators. All 2022 C-Classe models will have standard Mercedes 9-speed transmissions, but the all-wheel drive will be optional on some models. The 4MATIC system will send more power to the front wheels than the current model did. The C-Classe exterior is new, but the overall styling draws serious inspirations from the company's S-Class lineup of vehicles. The long nose, low stance, and short trunk lid create a look representing a merger of luxury and sporty cues. But also couldn't help but notice that the CLA class also influences the C-Classe, as it's got a similar low mesh grille and faceted taillights. The reconceived cockpit edges it close to electric car-style themes. The interior features a 12.3-inch digital display, which replaced the conventional gauges in the dashboard. The screen is configurable in 3 themes: classic, understated, and sporty, that display full or limited instrumentation in a broader range of colors than the previous models featured. An 11.9 touchscreen rises in portrait style from the center console that's swathed either in black or textured trim, capped by rounded air vents and rimmed in ambient lighting. The 2022 C300 and C300 4MATIC come with a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine that will produce a respectable 225 horsepower and 295 pound-per-feet of torque, are sufficient enough numbers to keep it competitive against its arch rivals like the BMW 3 Series, Audi A4, and Genesis G70. The Mercedes 48-volt electric starter generator EQ boost system adds up to 20 horsepower and 148 pound-per-feet of torque. The engine is up to 15% more efficient than the previously introduced 4-cylinder without hybrid assist. The 9-speed automatic is the only transmission choice, but the company has plans to release more powerful AMG models with cabriolet and coupe variants. Mercedes hasn't released pricing data and fuel economy related details as yet. This e-hardware enables the car to coast with the engine shut off over light roads and regenerative braking with a smoother start-stop mechanism. We can reference the C300 RWD sedan that achieved an EPA estimated 23 miles per gallon in the city, 35 miles per hour on the highway, and 27 miles per gallon combined. We can assume that the upcoming C-Classe 2022 will get as high as 26 city to 40 highway and 31 combined. Moreover, the German automaker is looking for a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 5.9 seconds with an electronically limited 130 mile per hour top speed. The C180 and C200 models will feature a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder engine in combination with a mild hybrid system. The C180's 170 horsepower and 195 pound-per-feet or 263 nanometer of torque allow it to reach from 0 to 60 in 8.6 seconds. In contrast, the C200 features a whopping 204 horsepower and 221 pound-per-feet or 300 nanometer of torque that will help it reach 0 to 60 mile per hour in 7.3 seconds. The 2022 C300 and C300 4MATIC C-Classe sedans will arrive in the US in early 2022. Their wheelbase is around 1 inch longer than C300 2020, while the body is a 2.5 inch longer at 187 inches and 0.4 inches wider. The extra length means despite being less than a half-inch shorter, there is sufficient space inside, especially at the rear side that usually is on the tighter side in Mercedes cars. The company claims that the second row headroom is around 0.5 inches more while the rear knee room is over 1.5 inches more. Thanks to the 1.9-inch wider rear track, there's more shoulder room in the 2022 C-Classe. The height, however, is 0.4 inches shorter, maybe due to the car's athletic stance. The cargo space is the same as the previous model, but the rear legroom and headroom are approximately 0.8 inch and 0.5 inch bigger. On the whole, this car offers 17.9 cubic feet of luggage capacity. The 2022 model's slower acceleration is probably because of its larger and heavier size. The smaller A-Class heavily influences the interior of the 2022 C-Classe. There's a bulbous rear end at the previous generation sedan, a sharper and angular front end, and a much cleaner profile. The interiors feature a minimalist design as evident in 2021 S-Class. The center console touchpad and controller knob have disappeared, so the dash is less cluttered with fewer physical buttons. The 11.9-inch touchscreen in the center of the dash has pushed the 3 air vents up above the display. There's no doubt the C-Classe's interior is richer and more elegant than the previous versions. All C-Class models come with emergency braking, adaptive LED headlights, blind spot monitors with adaptive cruise control, and driver assistance suite, which can help detect and avoid stationary vehicles from up to 62 miles per hour. The active lane control keeps the air car centered in its lane at up to 130 miles per hour speeds. The brand new dashboard has a standard 12.3-inch reconfigurable digital gauge cluster, as we described before, and the 11.9-inch center screen that runs the next generation M-Box infotainment system that allows for over-the-air updates for bug fixes and downloadable features. For the first time in a Mercedes sedan, the screen is canted towards the driver, which gives the cabin a cockpit-like feel. Moreover, the company has made a conscious effort to minimize physical switchgear and add voice-activated functionality and touchscreen. Other standard features of the 2022 C-Class include heated front seats, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto, and a sunroof. Optional features include additional driver assistance systems, augmented reality navigation, fingerprint recognition, a heads-up display, 19-inch wheels, a heated steering wheel, Burmester audio, Napa leather upholstery, and wireless phone charging AMG body styling, as well as interior trim. The car's nature is somewhat sporty, as its lower and wider stance indicates. There are several suspensions available to suit varying driver preferences. The 2022 C-Class contains more or less the same driver assistance systems as the S-Class nevertheless. Safety-wise, this sedan is outstanding. It features improved sensors and cameras, which now integrate comprehensively and more effectively than in the previous versions. For instance, Mercedes has updated lane recognition tech, which has improved the 360-degree camera system's performance tremendously, especially in corners and highways. Although Mercedes hasn't announced the pricing yet, we predict that the 2022 C300 will start at approximately $43,000, and the all-wheel drive C300 4MATIC will be priced at around $45,000. Later on, the company might start offering coupe and cabriolet, but nothing is announced as of yet. There are reports that Mercedes plans to trim its coupes and convertible range considerably to invest more in SUVs, but it didn't specify whether the C-Class models were on the chopping list. Whatever Mercedes plans to do remains to be seen, but for now, we can only state that the C-Class is the German automaker's best-selling line of sedans over the last 10 years. Benz seems to be more invested in its SUV lineup and the ambitious electric vehicle plans. However, the 2022 C-Class architecture supports superior electrification. Still, a battery-powered model seems improbable given the company's vast range of EQ-branded EVs. So, you better wait for a plug-in hybrid C-Class. Eventually, the 2022 Mercedes-Benz C-Class won't stem the compact luxury sedan sales slide, as it looks capable of winning more converts who otherwise might choose the Genesis G70, Lexus IS, or the Audi A4. It sure has got winning exterior and interior, strong tech hand, and overall fantastic appeal. What's your take on the upcoming Mercedes-Benz C-Class? Please share your thoughts and comments with us, and we would like to know your review of the new C-Class. If you like this video, please hit like and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon